Start.
Let's go, boys. Bring it on.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage.
Check 15. Check 15.
Brissett. Campbell making the catch. Give him 3 there on the first play of the game, and it's 2nd down.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 39-yard line.
That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Now a first carry for Melvin Gordon. He'll get about 3 as he's brought down right around the 42.
That play reminded me a lot of a former teammate of mine. We used to call him the trash man. His ability to sift through traffic and make plays was uncanny.
And that's exactly what you want from your Mike linebacker. Third play of this opening drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 3.
Get in the weight room. Get in the weight room. Bang, 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 bang.
Brissett now. Open man is Gordon, complete. And that little deke, the juke move that we saw, able to give him the first down yardage before he's brought down. An effective 7-yard 3rd down conversion.
Come on, set. 15 minus. 15 minus. Let's go. Come on.
Now Gordon on 1st down. And he's got it across midfield and into Denver territory. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
Let's go, defense. Let's get out the field, defense.
2nd and 5 now. Brissett. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Kareem Jackson. And his guys are going to take over at their own 48-yard line. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10. Just shy of midfield at the 48.
6 guys. Check. Here we go. Even. Hey, stop.
Following the interception, Winston. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Chandler Jones racking up sack number 12 for him on the year.
And so much for that great field position to start the game. Now they're way behind the sticks. Can't wait to see what their 2nd down call is going to look like now.
After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here.
You got easy. Hey, flip it. 5 on the 50. 5 on the 50. 5 on the 50.
Winston. He'll let this go deep for Sutton. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Malik Hooker, and his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. Well, certainly not how he wanted to start his night. First throw of the game, an INT.
Yeah, it's not easy, but he's got to try and wipe that one away from the memory banks. And let's face it, it's not often a quarterback and a defensive back have a lot in common. But one thing, because they have these individual type plays, they've got to have short memories, don't they?
It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, Indianapolis. T.Y. Hilton, his 11th touchdown of the year. as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter.
Well, this is exactly where I expect teams to take a shot. Right after a turnover, you count on the defense being a little bit jumbled coming out on the field, maybe catch them back on their heels, and that's exactly what they did there. They threw it downfield and really created a big play.
Yeah, you said jumbled. They were the definition of jumbled defensively. One play and into the end zone. And to no one's surprise here in Denver, they'll carry through the back of the end zone for a touchback. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 the score as they start 1st and 10.
No. Easy. Green, triple team. Let's go. Hey, we got Mike, number 53. Mike, 53. Let's go.
They'll run for the first time with Phillip Lindsay. And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31. With that last effort, he topples the 5,000-yard mark for his career.
And that doesn't place you among the absolute greats that have ever played the game, but it's a significant achievement and a very, very solid career.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4.
Hey, let's get some penetration here. Hey, 5 on the 50. 5 on the 50. Let's go.
On 2nd down, a run with Lindsay. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. That's some good tackling there to keep him short of that yellow line.
Yeah, defensively, all I'm thinking is that on that play, get me to 3rd down. Get me into a position where I can make one more play and get my defense off the field.
Ready? White 25. Check 53. Here we go. Green, triple team. Check 31. Alert flare. Check safety. Hey, let's get him to Tighten up. Let we go.
They'll try and run for it with Lindsay. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. That one going for a gain of 11 and a Bronco 1st down. Another fine carry from the NFL's rushing leader, and quarterbacks typically dominating the MVP balloting, but I think you got to give this guy serious consideration, don't you?
I agree totally. I mean, he's leading the league in rushing, and let's face it, partner, the running back renaissance in the NFL, it's real, and it's really helping teams along the way. He's a prime example. Got to give him strong consideration for MVP talk.
Alert 3. Hey, even. Whip. Watch the whip.
On 1st and 10, Winston. This is the tight end Fant. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you can get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
So not quite a 1st down just yet as they come up on 2nd and less than a yard. Here's Lindsay. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
How about that run? Picks up a 1st down. Note the enthusiasm in my voice. Remember, last week, AFC Offensive Player of the Week. I think he's trying to get another one in the fold.
And you talked, watching film, a lot about his form and just hitting the hole, running north and south, as we like to say. And I think he's been doing that a lot recently.
Squaring those shoulders and getting downhill.
Ready? White 25. Mike, number 53. Mike. Green, triple team. I got one. Mike. Easy. Hey, 3. Mike. Crunch time, defense.
They go play action here on 1st down. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's second down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
And the head coach reaches for the red flag, tosses it down on the field. He wants a challenge here. So second down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40.
All day, every day, any day. Check, 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 check. Wait. 53 is Mike. 53 is what? Here we go. Check. 53 is Mike. Check. 53.
On play action, Winston. Man open, he's got it complete to Cortland Sutton. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts 28.
That's another Broncos first down. First and 10 at the 28-yard line.
Ready. Black 25. Mike, number 53. Mike, 53. I'm scared.
And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 17 yards for the Broncos there as they've got themselves a first down.
First and 10 at the 11-yard line.
Ready. 53. Mike.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Ready. Easy. Let's go. 53. Easy. Hey, 53. Watch the run. Hey, stop. Let's go. Here we go.
On first and 10, it's Lindsey. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets him to second and 4.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
Six yards on that last play. Here's second and 4. Now it's Lindsey, and he will take it in for a Bronco touchdown. Phillip Lindsey, touchdown number 22 on the season, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Solid job up front, really just a solid job all the way around to get that one in.
That was well executed, wasn't it? Well blocked, well run. End result, 6 points.
Touchdown. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, one play drive is exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was fairly easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
Yeah, we'll see if it's that easy here. They'll come up now second and 4 from the 31. Running right, it's a handoff to Gordon. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
So following the run by Gordon, here's first and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. A loss of 2 there, second down.
I saw Von Miller in college at Texas A&M, and all I kept hearing about was his speed off the edge to the quarterback. But what impressed me, his balance and his ability to take on blocks and be a force in the run game, as we just saw there.
They'll try to throw down. Brissett. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Out of the gun, Brissett. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. It's picked up by the Broncos. And this is going to be brought back for a Denver touchdown. And Charles, look at the big fella. What a rumble that was. Not only to scoop it, but then take it the rest of the way for the touchdown.
And now you know they're going to have to hear about it from now on. The defensive backs, he's going to want to run with them, do their drills, the whole deal. He thinks he's the pace setter now.
It doesn't matter what happens in practice this week, he's smiling. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. They'll run with a former Ole Miss Rebel, Jordan Wilkins, and he'll be brought down right around the 37. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
I know what you're thinking out there. I know a lot of you are thinking, take a shot downfield. It's a great spot for it. I'd say maybe later in the game, definitely in the second half. But right now, I think they were just trying to get some momentum built. Get a first down, pick it up, and keep moving.
Off the play fake, here's Brissett. And he finds a man with a crossing route. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
Ready. 45. Check my 45. Go. Check 24. Check 24. Zip it. Play.
They'll run on first down. Gordon. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Hey, let's get that ball.
They go play action with Brissett. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter, 14-7.
Keep playing hard, fellas, all day. Woo! Let's get
Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. Now Brissett. This time for Smith, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Simmons.
When a team's turned it over 3 times in the first half, we just look at the offense and say, guys, what are you doing? But instead, we really should be looking at the defense. They've created the takeaways. 2 interceptions, 1 caused fumble. They played awfully well swarming to the ball here in the first half.
We got to get to the ball. Let's keep moving. 36, 36. Hey, 5-0, 5-0, 5-0.
The drive will commence with a run by Lindsey. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Here we go. Let's bring it. Let's go. Flip it. Let's bring it. Check 9.
They'll run here with Lindsey. And he'll be taken down at the 18. 5 yards on the carry there, and it leaves him with 3rd and about 6 yards to go.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. For the Colts, an extra defensive back in there now on 3rd down.
Hey, 5 on the 50. Under 5 on the 50. White. Crunch. Let's go.
From the shotgun, it's Winston. And the throw there going to be incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed, if there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. This is taken at the 10. A very nice job on the run back there. He'll get 23 yards all told. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Inside of a minute left in the half, does the fact that you're down on the scoreboard influence what you do or, I guess, don't do on this final drive?
It certainly does, but what influences me even more is who I've got running my football team out on the field and the weapons around him. Can he make a play? Can he get into someone that we're going to trust to take care of the ball? If that's the case, I might push it a little bit here and try and get something before the half runs out.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack. Now the Broncos going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down. Went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Here's Brissett. Catch made here by Campbell. And he'll lose yardage here. Back to the 15. Now the Broncos will use their third and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play, because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened up secondary, playing a lot deeper than normal. So even if you run some type of misdirection, you're only going to fool them for a second or so. And guess what? They're so deep, they're really not going to be out of position. Take the knee, get to the locker room.
23 yards, the final tally.
And the Broncos first down. First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
It's ready. Blue 80. Come to my work. We want it. Come to my work. Check. 53's my hut.
Jameis now on first down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As now we send you out to Orlando and hook back up with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A 1-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. Broncos with a lead, and they will be receiving this kickoff here as quarter 3 is underway. This is taken at the 3. Oh, leaves him behind on the spin. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. They have the lead now. They'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Hey, come on out here. Come get some. Come get some. Come on here. Come get some. He don't want it. Hey, flip it, flip it, flip it. He's coming. He's coming. He's coming. Easy. Hey. 53's the mic. 53. Check 53.
Now Winston. Got a man open. It's Sutton. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts' 44-yard line.
And that was a heck of a shot right there by Jameis Winston. Boy, he has a superior right arm, doesn't he? You saw him play baseball.
Yeah, and he's actually a switch hitter in baseball. Outfielder, and then, of course, a very hard-throwing pitcher. That's translated well in the National Football League.
That it has. When he has to make that throw on a line, he's got plenty of arm to do it.
Winston now to throw on first down. There goes a deep ball. End zone. And that is caught. Touchdown, Denver. Noah Fant, his first touchdown on the year. And the Broncos push further out in front. Always important to get the first score of the second half. Now you start to pull away a little bit and get some breathing room going.
And now we find out about the fortitude of the group that's behind, because they were counting on getting into the game a little bit more, right? Maybe they get the first score. That doesn't happen. It looks almost insurmountable, but it's not. Let's see how hard they play the rest of the game.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. This fielded at the 2. Oh, twisting away. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper. And they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
On second down, they'll run with Gordon. And he'll take it forward for about 5 up to the 28-yard line.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Brissett sets to throw it. And he's got his man Hilton. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. A gain of 11 that time and a Colts first down.
Nice catch right there. Brings to mind the sentence, when in doubt, find your veterans.
He used to laugh back in the day when they would call guys like him crafty veterans. You get up in your 30s, you're still playing receiver, but you're around that long at that position, you're doing something right.
Just remember this. When he was young, he thought the crafty veteran was simply a guy who couldn't run anymore. Now he understands a little bit better.
A first down run, good for about 3. 2nd and 7 coming up. The tackle made by Todd Davis. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
SOS. Check 45 to Mike. Check. Go.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds. That does you no good.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. They run it here with Gordon. And here's another tackle made at the line. So they're converging well on the football now. Back-to-back stops make it 3rd and 10. Out on the edge, you love to have cornerbacks like that can bring them down in the run game.
And you're also exposed to everyone. It really becomes a one-on-one play, doesn't it? You're out there by yourself on the edge. The best ones know how to make the play, and we just saw an example of it right there.
On 3rd down, Brissett. And that is incomplete.
Timing's crucial in any route thrown, but when you throw an out, so many things are going through the mind of the receiver. Catching the ball, timing it up with the quarterback. Are my feet going to get down inbounds? On that play, all those things going through his head might have caused him to drop it. That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. The Broncos onto the field ready to start their next drive. And they will start this drive with just terrible field position backed up inside their own 5.
But we have seen teams be bold here and take shots, right? Sometimes you go max protection, make it a one-receiver route, and take your shot downfield and see what happens. And occasionally, we've seen success occur.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Stop here, D. 58, boys. 58. 58 is Mike. Hey, here we go. Go. 58 to Mike. Watch the run. Watch the run. Even. Let's go.
To throw is Winston. Being chased out left. And his throw is incomplete.
I think he's a little trigger happy right there, and it turned into an ill-advised throw into their zone.
Well, we know he has confidence. He'll throw it any place, anytime, anywhere. That time it fell incomplete. So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. From the gun, Winston. He's got a man. It's Sutton. That's complete. 75 yards receiving for him now. It's a 1st down.
Well, we always hear about the connections some quarterbacks have with certain receivers. I think this guy has a connection with just about everyone. Didn't mind throwing it in there against double coverage to him.
Shows some confidence, supreme confidence.
Big-time confidence that he would make the play for him, and he did.
Mike. Ready. Blue 3. Mike. Set the tone, defense. Set the tone, defense. Let's go. Hey, switch gears. Follow.
A 1st down throw for Winston. He completes this to Sutton. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That's good for 28 yards.
That was an excellent read right there. Saw cover 1. That means it's just a single high safety. So you know if you throw the ball to the outside part of the field, help is going to be a little bit late getting there.
He's got a convoy, and he might be gone. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Phillip Lindsay with touchdown number 23 here on the year. And the Broncos push further out in front. And he certainly played a pivotal role with those 2 TDs and why they're up on the scoreboard right now.
Well, someone's all about winning, aren't they? Because he's not worried about the number. Sure, it's great to have 2 touchdowns. But the bottom line is what he's doing is contributing to their lead. He wants to continue to do so.
Now McManus on to kick this one off. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But, hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
Brissett escaping the pressure right. And he just gets rid of it, throws it away. The wise move there, looked like nobody open, now 2nd down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. To throw is Brissett. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off by Todd Davis. It's a foot race. Past the 20. And he will score. Touchdown, Denver. And a great return as they're finally able to take him down. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them to the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
Let's go.
The Colts come to the line, ready to start their next drive. They'll start on the ground. This is Gordon on first down. And this will go for 5 up to the 33.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on first down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. To throw, Brissett. And that'll be incomplete. He was looking that time to get it to Paris Campbell. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he? And
what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure. The backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
Watch the edge. Switch. Go. Under 10.
Brissett now. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Von Miller racking up sack number 12 for him on the year.
That right now, that's a defeated team out there. I think you can see it totally in their body language.
Hands on hips, heads low. It's just been a struggle from the start.
Yeah, this team has been thoroughly beaten right from the word go.
Let's go, boys. Let's go.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 12-yard line.
Ready?
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And, Charles, we are in the midst of a very one-sided affair. I think this is where you and I have to fill a little bit. You want to regale us with old stories of your childhood in New Paltz, New York?
I don't think anyone wants to hear that, but this is a perfect time for us to start listing MVP candidates, right? The best teams we've seen so far this year, the best games that we've called thus far, how we anticipate the season unfolding. We can go in so many different directions because the game certainly not taking us there.
Oh, I hear the remotes clicking off right now. Just a couple on the ground there, and that's going to bring up 3rd and about 6.
I know the game's not over, but there's got to be a sense of satisfaction right now for the guy carrying the football a bunch today. 99 yards, and he has enough time to go over the century mark.
Well, you got to give it to him again, right?
Yeah, there's no doubt about it. You're not worried about losing yardage here. You're not worried about any of that. You just want to get him to the promised land for every runner, 100 yards or more in a game.
Jameis to throw it. Going up top. And he can't hang on to it. Nearly picked. He's known for his hands defensively, but instead it just brings up 4th down. Here now, Johnny Townsend, standing just about on his own goal line. He'll send this away into the Rocky Mountain Night, and it's a good one. A good return there, call it 13 yards. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Brissett got Gordon open, completes it. Gordon loses the football. It's loose. It's picked up by the Broncos. And he'll take it across midfield to the 46-yard line.
All right, you've had to put up with me in this booth. I'm going to try and be simple this time and succinct. It simply has not been their night.
No, I think that fumble's kind of indicative of how this whole evening's gone, isn't it?
Without a doubt. I mean, they've tried, but nothing has ever really taken throughout the game. That's why they're down so big.
On first down, Lindsey. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. From the 40 now on 2nd down, Winston. And he's going to have the hook up as Sutton. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Give them 14 yards there and a Denver first down.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
First down, Winston. Boy stays up, muscles him off. And a big loss here as he's taken down. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. So it's Bronco football as we get your reset here. They've got a second down now as they look to salt this one away. And they'll try the jet sweep here. Give him 5 yards on the run there, but it'll leave him with a definite 3rd and long on the horizon.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
Man, I got you. Man, I got you. Check three, check three, check three. Share. Slap. Let's go.
3rd and long for Winston. Hit from behind, and he's going to be driven down. Justin Houston making his presence felt there in the backfield. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Here now, Johnny Townsend as he's on to punt for Denver. And that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week? He's got a man complete. T.Y. Hilton, nobody to beat. Touchdown, Indianapolis. T.Y. Hilton, an 80-yard touchdown. And the Colts are able to cut into this lead. Bryant's extra point up and good. And that will get them one closer. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Broncos onto the field ready to start their next drive. And checking the timeouts, they do have 2 defensively, but no real need to use them as they're not going to be able to stop the clock after that. They'll start on the ground with Lindsey. And for one of the first times all night, he is going to go nowhere as they bury him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13.
50. Blue lady. 53. Oh, yeah, I'm coming. Oh, yeah, I'm coming. Check three. Rush in.
Another run by Lindsey. Give him 2 yards that time, and it's going to leave him with a 3rd and 11 situation. Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts as they get it with 26 seconds to go in the football game. And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively.
Watch time. Tight end rock. Flip it. Easy. 49, check 49. Kill.
Working out of the gun, Winston. And almost picked off. I guess the good news for them now, it's 4th down.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
A big kick, 50 yards that time with a return of 4. And control of the football switching hands here with very little time remaining in this contest.
Let's go.
Brissett to throw on first. And for the fourth time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Justin Simmons. They're down here in the fourth, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration. Not a good play.
Black 25 behind. Green, triple team. 53. Hey, 5 on the 50. 5 on the 50. Ready? Shit.
Winston here to throw. And this will be caught. We'll forget taking the knee. Some late gamesmanship here as they throw for a late touchdown.
I've got to laugh here, and I really don't want to because the old school in me is not happy about this score this late, not necessary. But this is Madden, isn't it?
Yeah.
This is how it works.
Rub it in. Have a day.
I mean, what does it matter? These guys who are playing in this game, there are no feelings
Exactly.
there.
They don't have to face the guy. Well, they might if they're in the same room going head-to-head.
But that's
the
about
virtual
it.
guys on the screen don't have to face each other after this one.
In that case, run it up.
So we had action to the very end of this one. The score on the final play that they didn't need to have. They didn't just run out the clock, though. They added to their final total.
Played it all the way to the end. And, you know, some coaches preach that and tell their teams, that's what I want all the time. And they feel like if they don't do it themselves, they're not living up to the message that they're sending out.
So for Denver, the win pushes their record now to 11-2 on the year. And they'll get another home date next week as the Saints will come to town. Meanwhile, for the Colts, it's going to all but eliminate them from the playoff picture as they fall to 5-8. And they'll try to get back on the beam next week as they'll head to Cleveland to take on the Browns. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.